I'm here at Atchison, Kansas, which is on the Missouri River, about an hour north of Kansas City. There's many old buildings here, many things to explore. Behind me is St. Benedict's Church. This church is just a massive church, massive undertaking for 1866. And you can see that the details just over each area are incredible. The arches, and you know, it's easy just to look at something like this and pass by and not think much about it. But just to construct this at a time when it was the Wild West for the most part, according to the current narrative, or this building has been here for much longer. And by the looks of the bricks, they're not worn at all. Whereas in some other buildings we'll find disintegration, claimed to be disintegration in the same period of time. Now it's a bit windy out here today, so I want to try to stay out of the wind. We're going to see if this is open. It's supposed to be open, and we'll take a look inside. We can see the woodworking on the steps that go up, and we'll go up that in a bit, but let's go see. I'm talking a little bit less because there might be someone in here. A little bit lower, I should say. And there is. We'll try to come back at a time when no one's here. I don't want to interrupt someone's time in there. I want to show you as many buildings around this area as possible, but this is right next to Benedictine College, which is one of the very best places to find what look to be ancient constructions and the signs and markings that go along with them. This building obviously has been kept up at the lower levels almost perfectly, so the chances of really finding areas that have fallen away and seeing lower levels are more difficult. But this next building is really something else, and it's attached to the front. And you'll notice now that this brick even looks older. And when we zoom in on the part that's up above, it's disintegrated. And that would indicate to me that this has just been here a lot longer, obviously without having any upgrading or remodeling done. And you can see the blocks down below that would indicate the lower level. It's now part of the college. But at the time this was built, what a huge building. And for what? And you know, there are no construction pictures of not only these buildings, but any of the downtown buildings, or any of the downtown buildings in any of the county seats in Kansas, or any of the downtown buildings in any of the towns in Kansas, there are no construction photos. That in itself is a very strange situation that indicates that they were already built. If anyone can find some, send them to me. I've searched at length. It's impossible to find anything. Down here, you can see the lower level. And just taking a look at the brickwork over the windows, those arches are a semicircle, and you'll see that some of them have alternating, it's an alternating pattern, one whole brick and then two bricks and then one brick, but those aren't square. As I've said in other videos, those have to be tapered perfectly to form a semicircle. And then above that, we have a line of bricks and then another one, another pattern stuck in between. And then above that, square bricks inside another pattern that's very similar but that juts out. And just for what's in front of you, what you see master masonry work. And as it goes up another level, you see a cross level there, and then higher, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 levels out. It's just extremely complicated all the way. And being master masonry work, that's why I would suspect that the Masonic buildings were always the first buildings in these towns, because they obviously had knowledge, ability, and work to be done. And these buildings are so incredible and large and have been here so long. At a time that it would just seem impossible to build anything like this, but with no record visually whatsoever. But we have what's in front of us. And you can tell by the age of this brick that it's not anything that's been done recently, or even the last, to me, it doesn't even look like it could have been done in the last 200 years. But certainly not at a time when it was supposedly covered wagons out in these parts. Because just to give you an idea of what we just walked past, that is all attached in all one building, is this entire hall all the way up to the next building, which is now the church. And how many bricks are in that complete structure? The building's shut right now, but I wanted you to see what it looks like on the inside. The arches, and we're down in lower levels here. How much lower it actually goes is anyone's guess, but these massive stone blocks with brick arches over the top are just an incredible construction. we're gonna go up and see the organ. I was told that it would be fine to take pictures, just not make too much noise. So we're gonna go up. Now, this is one of the towers. And you can see it was originally had a plaster wall put over the red brick. And this woodwork is very detailed. And you can see the wood on the roof is very worn. But we're gonna go in. This is the stairway coming up to go in and see the organ. This organ is sometime from 1895 to 1916 are the dates that I could find. So let's take a look at this. And you can see the size of this relative to my hand.